What's up, Gemini? How you doing? I'm Dharma, and this is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers, anybody that was drawn to this message for about a week ahead. So, Strength, Ace of Wands, and King of Pentacles. So, okay. Yeah. Big choice on the table right here. We don't know what to do. There's two options. You might be talking to friends about this. But you have this one option. Leo could be involved, and they always are like, they're a big, sad lion, right? They always just fall into you when something is wrong with them. And it seems to be a pattern that this Empress, because the Strength card is the Empress, she seems to be comfortable with that. Somebody could have some kind of tale. Like an actual tale as like a joke or something like that. And it, I don't know, there's something that happens that evening. Yellow, the color yellow could be involved. It makes this masculine fall in to this feminine. They just absolutely release themselves, give themselves over. And then the cat came back the very next day. And the cat came back the very next day. I don't know what did you do? What did you do to this person? I'm gonna write that down, that's funny. Very next day. And she can't believe it. The look on her face is like, wow. That's all it took, huh? This particular King of Pentacles, they stand on their work. Like that is very important to them. Their work is important to them. They could have some kind of earth in their chart. But they, what happens here with this moment? You get insight about this person. It makes these two people kind of fall for each other. The vulnerability. Someone here could be 16. I don't know why I said that. They're both 16. The number, anyways. The Empress. Then you have the letter J. Okay, so, it's just a very vulnerable time where you get to meet somebody and know them and you get to understand. They might just tell you something about their life. Maybe something that they don't tell other people. Yeah, you have Leo again. They are changing. They're breaking down and changing this into something different. And it's because of this that then causes an ace. Right? The ace is the big boing. That's a that's a big, huge, it's like it went from seed to sprout overnight. And it's like the cat comes back the very next day. They want to have alone time with you again. And they're being cool and calm and collected. And like this man is trying to keep it together. And what do they say that's so, the look on her face is like, oh my goodness, it's probing, all right? It's very, very, They want to get deeper insight to see. They might ask you to solve some kind of problem for them. Like they might be telling you about another person. It doesn't have to be nasty or cheating or anything like that. It's like, did you hear what Billy Bob did? And what am I supposed to say about that? And what do you think? They're just talking to you. And she's like, that's odd. Which I don't see why it would be odd for someone to just be talking to you. But it's like, where did this come from? It's a big change. They're acting entirely different. Now they want to have this bridge of communication. And you've got the loons, which is some kind of uncommon bond. And then family. They might invite you to go somewhere. And they're nervous about it. The swans. Don't get me wrong. You have the swans, which is a pair of soulmates, a blooming thing. You have the Celtic knot, which is unconditional. You have 2 family cards, all right? And then you have networking cards and doing things in public. It's like maybe they ask you out for an official date. They would like to take you out. And they're really nervous about this. I don't know why. Maybe they're afraid they're going to screw it up. But they've been waiting for a moment like this. They've been waiting for a girl like you. They've been reminiscing, and that's the 6 of Cups, right? So they're reminiscing and dreaming and thinking about and considering what it might actually be like. And then they have this like tender evening with you where they get vulnerable, and it's almost like, I'm in it now. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about pretty lady. And then they come back. The cat comes back the very next day. Are you hungry? Would you like to tell me about the garden? Because it says public venue, a crowd, a party, a date, or a public event. It's the garden. They're making a strategic move here. This King of Wands. That they're talking to you while they're at work. You cannot believe that you're getting this text. They're making a strategic move. Nine of Cups. And you like it. You might be standing somewhere that has red bricks. It's the way they talk to you. They pull on your heart. They can play your heartstrings all day. Really easy. They know how to do that. They say the right things. And so it does feel like an invite to go somewhere or do something. It feels very, very formal and very sweet, and it feels like being courted. And it's like whatever you did here, whatever you did to get them to be vulnerable, it changes everything. Yeah, double fives. That's big change. And why are they so nervous about it? Because it's going to be out in the spotlight. Ace of Cups. And they're like, all right. Yeah, 2 of Cups. You guys might look alike. Or you just look like you belong together. You look like a pair. A pair of things, right? And there's the big change. They open up, they expose this, they're nervous about it. But it brings temperance to the situation. And what's temperance? You know how to temper water. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It becomes like a Goldilocks situation. But it feels like they had a wall up or some kind of barrier up that they weren't going to let anyone get past. And she does something here that allows them to fall into her, and then they just really want to after that. I mean, like, you could be friends, right? And have you ever been just kind of friends with somebody and then you had a really great evening and then you were like best friends after that? It feels like this. That's what it feels like. And the decision on the table is whether or not, it feels like the decision was whether or not they were gonna open up and make this thing public. But whatever you did here, I mean, it causes the cat comes back the very next day. They want some more of that all day long. And then it's like, and so it is, right? What's the outcome overall for this time frame between these two? All this change. I just pulled like every card in the book. Wait. What's the outcome for these two? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. It's new. I heard this is not an everyday affair, which is crazy because we're hearing the cat comes back the very next day. You might hang out with this person like 3 days in a row and then not see them for 8 days. Why is that? They are terrified to let go of their singlehood. They don't want to be the Star, the Death, the Lovers. This is gonna have to be done in baby steps. Before this, they weren't even gonna get near to you at all. And then they give you a little bit, and then they and then it's something bigger, and then they make you wait for a minute. But like I said, this person stands on their work. That's all they think about. So they might go do that, and then when they have time, they come back. But if that doesn't work for you, you might need to have that conversation. But it feels like you guys are connected now, for real. And it's scary. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. Until next time, have a good one.